Hello, my friends. How are you today? This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and welcome to my channel. For any of you that are new here, please make sure and go ahead and hit subscribe. A big special welcome to you, and I never want you to miss out on another video. All right, so today we are doing a pick a card. The question, what is next in love? So let's find out what's next for you in love. I have my clear quartz here to open up the energy. I like to do that for readings. And we have 3 decks spread out here today. We have the Everyday Witch, we have the Mystical Manga Tarot, and we have the Witches Tarot. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be live shuffling, and then I will be setting out 3 piles for which I will be asking you to select your pile. Of course, I will put in timestamps. That way you can get right to your pile and find out what the messages are for you. All right. Well, that all being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to calm your mind. Think of the question, what is next for me in love? And see where your attention is drawn. If you'd like to pause the video, please do so and select your pile. Pile number 1. Right, pile 1. Let's see what's coming next for you in love. What is coming next? Okay, so let us see what we've got. This card here is my energy card. This is the card that I lay out to show the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on. This is the Page of Swords. So what is coming next for you in love? I think that you're going to be meeting somebody, and I think that this person is going to be very attentive, paying you lots of attention, really likes to communicate with you. This might be somebody too who you're waking up to text messages and things like that. Definitely communication. The Page of Swords is also somebody who is very much a fast learner, an adaptable person. So, if getting text messages every morning is not your thing, this person would be very easily adapt to the way that you like to communicate. But they are going to be very communicative, very much so. All right, next we have the Emperor. What's coming next for you in love? I do see that you are probably standing firm. I don't know. Maybe you've been hurt before. Maybe you've just been disappointed at the selection that's out there. But this tells me that you are going to be, I don't want to use the word judgmental, but you're going to be very much looking and kind of seeing if people match up to what you want or what you're looking for. Does that make sense? So you're firm, which is good. You're firm on what you want, what you need. And I think that being said, you might have had some disappointment. We've got our 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is all about kind of the death of an idea, feeling like things didn't maybe work. You got to switch gears, change things. This coming right on the heels of this show me kind of like a cause and effect kind of thing. I'm assuming you've either been hurt before or you've kind of, like I said earlier, you've been observing things and you're like, yeah, I don't want that. Yes, I do. No, I don't. You've kind of created your ideal relationship and what you expect out of that relationship. You're going to be meeting somebody, though. Like I said, this is somebody who's going to have a lot of great communication. And I don't know, do you like that? Maybe you do, and that's perfect. Maybe it's too much. Maybe you're feeling like, okay, dude, okay, chick, you're being needy, whatever. But this person, while yes, they do seem to be very strong in the communication aspect, they are very adaptable. So they will be able to kind of listen to how the cues, the words, even whether it's verbal, nonverbal, they're going to be able to pick up on that and tailor their communication to kind of meet your needs and your preferences, that kind of a thing. This person, while yes, you are reserving judgment for sure, after a bit, I think after you see how well the communication is going, things are going to change. And this is when now you have your new opportunity. This is not cups. If it were an ace of cups, it would be like, yep, here's your love being handed to you on a plate. This is not cups. It is pentacles, but it is still an ace. Aces are all about new starts, new beginnings, planting seeds, and pentacles is the suit of our earthly life, our earthly existence. So things in life, career, home, health, all those great things. But one of the things I include when I see pentacles is social media. Now you might think social media, that's communication and so forth. Yes, it is. But think about how we are in this day and age. Social media takes up a lot of time. It's a lot of a huge part of our daily lives, our earthly lives, right? Well, this is Ace of Pentacles. This tells me that communication, that balance that you're needing, because perhaps a little too much, you never know, but that balance, everything is going to be achieved. That's what our ace is saying. This is a new balance of time, commitment, exchange, and it doesn't have to be social media. I just wanted to point that out, that I do include that. But one of the other big ones that is applicable to your reading is time. I have a feeling that this person who's coming in may be wanting a lot of your time. Ultimately, that might be okay with you, and that's great. But to start off, the initial feeling, it looks like, is you might be a little guarded. And again, not sure. I'm not in your head, so I'm not sure what might have happened or what you might be thinking. But my first thought is that maybe you had either a bad relationship or you've just been very disappointed in what you're seeing available. And you've got some boundaries. That's great. That's not a bad thing. So you know what? You're going to let this person prove it to you. And I do believe that they are going to be adaptable and that things will pan out and be okay. Now, let's get an outcome card. This is the cut card. This is the middle of the deck. And this will show us either another message or kind of sum it up and show us what the energy is of the outcome of this new love. Boom. Oh boy, that's great. Okay, so the outcome of your new love. This is Four of Wands. Four of Wands is, Wands is all about effort and growth. So that's a good thing. You want to grow a relationship, right? With new time, with a new clean slate, a fresh, like he or she has proven themselves to you after you kind of give them a little bit of a test, proven themselves, and then there you go. This is a foundation card. Oh, Wands is effort and growth. Like I said, you want to grow in your relationship, and this card indicates building a foundation. I always think about a house. Now, I'm not in construction. I have no idea how to build a house, but just, really, layperson's idea of what a house is like. You pour the foundation, you build the first story, you build the second story. Well, the foundation card with the Four of Wands talks about that first level. So imagine it, I kind of think of it like a house. You've poured the concrete, this is great. So your next love, the next person in love you're going to be putting them through your test. I'm not saying you're going to be unreasonable or it's going to go on for 1,000 years or anything weird, but you are going to be making sure that they are in line with what you're looking for. You might see a lot of communication that might kind of make you take a step back. Not that you don't like it, excuse me, but it might be kind of making you go, okay, enough dude, enough chick, or, girl, guy, whatever. Try to be gender neutral, but, the generic he comes out sometimes, but please remember gender neutral. So anyway, here goes your new clean slate, and a new clean slate for what? for your 4 of Wands. That's what. Ooh, this looks good, pile 1. Somebody's coming. I'd love to hear what you think. Please drop a comment. Let me know. And also, of course, if you haven't hit subscribe already, make sure you hit subscribe on your way out. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 2. Right, pile 2. What is next for you in love? Let's find out. This is the Arcanum, or excuse me, the Manga Tarot. I love it. It's super, it's super cute. That's just super cute. I love the artwork. All right, so this card here, this is my energy card. This is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on, and it will also serve as a clarifier for each of our other cards in the spread. So your primary energy, when we're looking at the question, what is next for you in love, is the Strength card. This talks about meeting somebody who is a very strong, trusted person. This is somebody who you might feel, somebody coming in, I mean, that you might feel like, all right, this person's not interested, or I don't really have a chance with this person, or, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking. Well, first of all, stop that. Don't sabotage yourself before you even start. Everybody would be lucky to be with you, so don't ever feel that way. Sometimes it just isn't the right match, but other than that, you're worthy, you're worth it. You got the Strength card. The Strength card says that you are somebody who is able to be patient. So this is somebody who does not make others try to see things your way, try to convince people that you're right. You are a strong person. So this is saying to me, as the energy card, that you are perhaps going to be meeting somebody that you don't think is going to be interested in you. But this is saying, oh yeah, they will be. So let's find out what else we've got. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we're on the right track. All right, we've got the Sun card. The Sun card talks about optimism. It talks about hope. It talks about achievement. And look at it. Look at it. The sun. We've got sunflowers. We've got these two dancing in the sun, and obviously being super cute because they're manga. This is exciting. Wait till you see what's next. Wait till you see this. It is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups. Cups is love and emotion, and the Two of Cups is about partnership. And you can even just see by looking at this card, obviously this is a joining together. So again, let's back up a second and just kind of recap before we move on. This person that you're going to be meeting, there is somebody coming in, and I know that because of this. Somebody coming in, and again, I feel like you're going to be hesitant at first, feeling like you might not, spark this person's interest or catch their eye, or, I mean, and if you've got some self-esteem things, thinking maybe you're not worthy and all that, I'm here to tell you that you are worthy, first of all. But second of all, this card is saying, yeah, you are. So you might be thinking, I don't know. But then it's going to connect. You're going to connect. We got the sun. This is our hope and optimism. And here is the connection literally on the card. See it? Oh, my. So what is next? What is next after that? We've got our Temperance card. Balance, harmony. You think that this person is not interested, or that you're not worthy. Yeah, that's coming through super strong, but you're going to connect. And this is where that balance is out. And you realize, yes, I have just as much to offer this relationship as you do. I am just as desirable as you are to me, to you. You know, I'm not talking like you're walking around on the catwalk and having people applaud, and hey, maybe that's cool. But what I'm saying is that evens out where you feel, you're on an equal plane. You like this person as much as they like you. You've accepted that now. This is a very much a mutual feeling and an equal plane. Does that make sense? Ooh, so I would say, now we're going to do another card here, but I would say so far that you are, someone coming to you in love is somebody that you either thought was out of your league, you thought they weren't interested, you didn't expect them to. I think that's for sure. Let's take a look at the outcome. This is the Cut card. So this is the middle of the deck, and this will show me what the outcome energy is. Ready? Boom. Knight of Swords. Okay. So this is this card talks about you're going to have a lot of excitement. You're going to have a lot of things that are going to be very much engaging to your senses. You're going to be, just, well, excited is the best word to sum it up, but things are going well, things are fun. You're getting that warm, fuzzy tingle. You might be exchanging, words of praise and of beauty, oh, you're beautiful, I love you, and I can't wait to have you meet my mom. These are things that are coming. What this card is saying, though, is although that's wonderful and fun and feels good, this is not saying don't enjoy that, but this is saying don't make it just about that. Because when you're thriving on the excitement and that's all you've got, once the excitement kind of dies down, which happens just with the passage of time, if all you had was the excitement, then what have you got? Right? What have you got? So this is saying, I'm going to sum it up. It looks like the progression to me is a 1, 2, 3. We've got, I'm this person, I'm interested, don't know that they like me kind of vibe. Then the meeting that, yes, oh my goodness, yes, you are interested in me. I'm interested in you. Yay, we both feel the same. But now we're super excited and we're just going to fly and thrive on that heat, on that passion. But we need to make sure that step 2, get it? It's like a 1, 2, step 1, step 2 with this card. The excitement, step 1, step 2 is, well, what else do you have of substance? So you can't just thrive on the excitement. So it looks like, a very exciting time. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. This is telling me that, you will be getting a successful connection, even though you're kind of not expecting it. I am telling you, just as a side note, expect it. You should always be expecting good things, always, because that's how you draw them to you. But yeah, and the word of caution from the cards is don't just thrive on that excitement. Ooh, pile 2. I hope this made sense for you. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you think. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit subscribe and give this video a like before you head out. Pile number 3. Okay, pile 3. Let's see what you've got. What is next for you in love? Oh boy, I'm going to tell you what. I think that there's an ex coming back. Yes, I do. Or somebody, if not an ex, somebody that you kind of moved on from. You wrote them off. Maybe they ghosted you, that kind of a thing. You've moved on, and I think somebody's resurfacing. Let me explain why. This card here on the side, that's my energy card. This is the strongest energy that the tarot is picking up on. And it will apply as a kind of a clarifier or a theme to the rest of the cards, okay? So we have our 7 of Wands. Wands is the suit of effort and growth. And this, as you can see in the artwork here, look at, he's defending himself, right? He is defending himself. He is standing his ground. He is not letting these other people's wands knock him off of wherever he is. So this is kind of, I don't want to say defensive, because defensive kind of has a negative connotation. While, it shouldn't necessarily, but it often does. This is somebody who, though, is defensive, defending what they want, their ideals, their expectations, their standards. This is an important thing. You also, you got to have some self-pride, especially if this person is a ghoster. Who are they? They ghosted you. Well, then see ya. That doesn't say anything about you. That says something more about them. And this is you saying, I still have self-pride, right? If it were a breakup situation, the same thing applies. You see? Here, coming up right on the front of the spread, we have our 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords talks about a lot of overthinking, potentially depression and anxiety. This is kind of like, as you can see in the card, just being kept up at night and say, overwrought with all these thoughts. Swords are the suit of thoughts and ideas. So there's lots of thoughts in there and that kind of a thing. So this was upsetting to you, and you're a human being. I can obviously understand why. And again, in either scenario, a breakup or a ghoster, or somebody that you met and thought things were maybe going to go somewhere and they didn't, whatever that looks like, I understand it was upset. But guess what? that person's coming back. And I'm going to tell you, this is super strong with this one and the next one. I'll get to that one next. But this is our Sun card. The Sun card talks about somebody, kind of rising above things that had happened in the past, rising above people, saying, let's put a positive spin on it. Let's move on. Let's look forward to the sun. I mean, it's kind of funny. The Sun card, interestingly, in the traditional imagery and in most decks, it's always this naked baby. This kid has clothes on in this deck, but it's always a naked baby on a horse in the sun. I don't know what that all means, but as you see here by this young man in the sun, he is feeling good. He is, on his white horse. He's running through the field feeling good. So this is going to say, you know what, this person, I'm sorry it didn't work out before. I'm sorry I ghosted you, whatever. We can try this again. Those words, might be said if it's a reconciliation, obviously, let's try again. But if it's a ghosting kind of, or just a fizzle situation, that might not necessarily be talked about, but it's going to feel like it's kind of a new chapter. Like, hey, man, where'd you come from? You weren't doing this before. What happened to you? So that's something to watch for. And, is this, a legit thing that you can hang your hat on? After all, you broke up before or ghosted you before. You got to be smart. But that doesn't mean you should shut the door on people just from, that kind of a thing. You got to be smart, though. Watch for red flags, etc. But there is hope here. There is hope here that it will start on a new chapter. We've got our 9 of Cups following that. Cups is the suit of love and emotion. 9 of Cups is all about satisfaction in personal relationships. And the 9 of Cups indicates kind of it's a hospitality card. It's like saying, the more the merrier. Come on, let's join in. Come sit with me. Come eat my fruit, drink out of my cups, whatever. So it doesn't necessarily mean like you're working at a hotel and you're saying, hey, it's hospitality, come into my hotel. But do you see where I'm going with that? The symbolism there. It's about saying, come to me. This would likely involve a social component. Friends, family. This person, you either broke up or they ghosted you, and all of a sudden they're back and they're very interested. And not only are they interested, they want to bring you over and meet the family. Do you see what I mean? Something like that. It's like, woo, things have taken a total turn. Now, wait a second. Let's just check out our outcome energy. This is the cut card. I select the middle of the deck, and I like to see what the energy of the outcome is for this. So we've got an ex or a person who is no longer in the picture, turning back, not only coming back, but coming back strong. Let's see. Boom. Yes. Man, I love the tarot. Okay. So the outcome, the Hanged Man, this is talking about you're going to be looking at things from a very different perspective. Things are taking a different turn. You were disappointed. You were feeling like, hey, man, what happened? Either you ghosted me or we broke up. It sucked. Whatever happened. It's done. And now all of a sudden they're back. And things are not only back together or together, but they're also like moving along pretty quickly. Guess why? Because everybody's seeing this from a different perspective. Our Hanged Man is looking at taking stock of where they've been, how they got where they are, and then trying to decide, okay, which path am I going to take now? I'm looking at it from a different direction. It also talks about not repeating past mistakes. How fitting for this. The past mistake, what is that? The ghosting, the breakup, whatever. That's the past mistake. So I do think that this is sincere. This is a sincere attempt to let's rekindle. What happened here? Who knows? You had an argument, you broke up. Maybe this person ghosted you. Maybe they had something in their life. Maybe their dog got sick. Your grandmother was in the hospital. Things like that. They lost their job. Who knows? It doesn't necessarily even have to be something about you in that case. But in a breakup, obviously, you probably can kind of piece together what it might have been. Either way, though, we're not going to repeat past mistakes. We're not going to break up or ghost you again. This is looking super positive. If you were hoping to rekindle or to reconnect with somebody, then this is the reading for you for sure. Ooh, exciting. please make sure and drop a comment. Let me know. Does this make sense? I'm dying to know. And please also, of course, please make sure to hit subscribe and like this video before you head out. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for letting me read for you. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me for this pick a card. Please make sure that you hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss out on another video. And again, please comment. I'd love to hear what this reading meant to you. I would also love to hear any ideas you have for any future pick a cards. And I'll be seeing you tomorrow.